Hello, I want to demonstrate to you via the short video our new product K-Metron, a material thickness tester specifically for use in the rotational moulding industry. So here we have our K-Metron digital readout, currently reading 30 millimeters. Here we have a sensor head which is attached to the digital readout by a 3-meter length. This sensor can measure the thickness of multi-layer parts, irregardless of the density of that part, whether it be single layer, double layer, or triple layer. The sensing mechanism is based upon a magnetic coupling between the magnetic head and the sensor head. In order to measure the thickness of your tank, the sensor head is placed in the vent pipe. It is convenient to attach a piece of cord to the end of the sensor head so that if it is dropped inside the tank, you can still retrieve the sensor head. Here we have a double layer of polyethylene. If you imagine that the black layer is on the outside and the light coloured layer is on the inside, the sensor head that comes with the K-Metron would be applied to the outside of the tank. The magnetic sensing bullet would then be secured by a magnetic coupling inside the tank. There would of course be a bit of cord attached to this bullet. The sensing head can then be traversed over the top of the outside of the tank, and you see that the magnetic bullet on the inside will follow and be tracked by it. The readout is given on the digital K-Metron display. And we can see that the thickness of this part ranges from 3.8, or here we have an area of 4.2 down to 3.1. So a considerable variation over a relatively small area. We have some other samples which we can show you to give you an idea of the thickness that we can measure up to. Because the sensor head and the magnetic bullet are coupled, they will be self-centering. So no matter where you put the sensor head, the magnetic bullet will follow. Here we have a reading of 9.5, 9.6, 9.1, 9.0. So far we've measured this one, approximately 9 millimeters. We have a slightly thicker one here, 3-layer part. It's coming in about 12.7, 12.2, 12.1, just as I gradually move it across the face. Here is one with foam on the inner layer. We can do the same again. And we just move the sensor head around slightly so that the bullet finds its central location on the sensor head. 12.8, 12.9. We can be we can monitor very thick parts with the sensor head. Here's a part which is closer to the limit of what we're able to measure, of 30.4 31.5 millimeters. And you will note that all these items have been measured without the need to apply any kind of gel on the outside surface. The K-Metron comes with a calibration, and the calibration has been machined accurately to 30 millimeters in thickness. When calibrating it, you set it on top of the brown facing sensor head and then place the magnetic bullet on top. We set it just at the end of the sensor head, and it should measure approximately 30 millimeters. We can see that it's currently reading 30.4, and we can adjust this with the calibration knob on the rear of the K-Metron, so that it reads 30 millimeters. I hope this has given you some idea of the workings of the K-Metron. But if you have any questions remaining, please don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you.